Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope all of you in a good condition. And then firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is LUSSY ERVIONA, and now I will explain about my paper, where the title is The Effect of Using a Board Games on the Student Speaking Skill, a quasi-experimental study at the 10th grade of SMA MUHAMMADIYAH Bengkulu. And the next this is talking about the abstract. The study is aimed to find out whether board game has a positive impact on the student's speaking skill. It was a quasi-experimental research. The population included the 10th grade of SMA MUHAMMADIYAH for Bengkulu City. The instrument consists of the speaking test with 10 questions, and the result was the board games could give positive impact on the student's speaking skill between the pre-test and the post-test score. It was proved by the psych value in experimental class width was smaller than 0.05 per sample t-test, and the mean score improved the experimental classes width was 0.03. Therefore, board game gave positive impact on the student's speaking skill. Board games is a game that when you play it through the dice in the counter, you can step forward, dash the dice. A board game is a game that involves counter or piece move on a place, pre-marked surface or board. According to a set of rules, game can be based on pure strategy change or mixture of the two and usually have a goal that a player aims to achieve. A research question on my paper is there a positive impact on the student's speaking skill? And the objective is to find out whether or not board games has a positive impact on the student's speaking skill. In the previous study that is from Nirmawati and Zahra, the Nirmawati is conduct this research at the SMP 13 Yogyakarta. Additionally, board games make the student become more confident to speak English and increase the student participate in speaking activities. In the case the student got more chance to speak, they could make conversation by using the expression they learned during implementation by Jolly way. And the board game is effective improving the student's speaking skill and effective to be applied in the teaching speaking skill in the senior high school. It's come from Zahra. For research methodology, the design of research was a quasi-experimental. It was called quasi-experimental research because this random the sample group of classes to be research sample. With the treatment by using control group, the conventional method before giving treatment, a pretest for each group would given another seed level of the student qualification. After treatment, a post-test would given be both group other known to student speaking skill. For the data analysis using normality test, homogeneity test, hypothesis testing. In the hypothesis testing is using two-way ANOVA would give you use where the board games give significant effect or significant positive improve on the student's speaking skill between the pre-test and post-test score. Again, then move the analyzing and the discussion. It's concerning the hypothesis p-risk value in the hypothesis was smaller than 0.05. It means that there was significant difference for the student's speaking skill between the pre-test score and the post-test score. In order to find our answer, talking about is the positive impact on the student speaking skill, the research administered speaking test in the pre-test and the post-test to both the experimental classes and the control class. The result of the test is research did hypothesis testing, and hypothesis was conducted after passing the normality and homogeneity test, and it became the best for the research to answer the research question. And the conclusion is of the study is board game gave a positive impact. The student speaking skill is which there was any change in the student behavior of speaking. It will improve the student speaking skill. The student speaking skill become better when it was compared between pre-test score and post-test score. Okay, it's all about my explanation about my paper with the title is The Effect of Using a Board Game. So thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.